Hi, Spotted is back, Spotted in the Wild, MikroTik, a show where we pay you for looking at your setups. And the first submission today, by the way, we're paying 10 euros for the MikroTik merch shop, where you can get all sorts of cool stuff. So the first submission today comes from Matthias Mühlbacher. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Matthias is from Austria, and he says, "Hello there. Not sure if this is the right email. Tirpiri. On my primary side, I am currently using RB 3011 as my main uplink, which will soon be replaced by CCR 2004. This is what I like to see. A man with a plan." So look at this neat setup. I like the pink cables. Everything is nice and clean, and I mentioned something like that in the previous video. Sticker labels, that is great. We should all invest in sticker labels. And oh look, for VLAN I'm using an audience. Bring it out in the open. Who said you have to hide your router? Audience is beautiful. And on my remote side I'm using a Hex S. Very nice, Matthias, thank you. Here's your coupon. The next email comes from David Risi in Israel. Hi, I'm a MikroTik fanatic. You and me. And I want to show you some installations I built here in Eilat City. I love MikroTik gadgets. I have the t-shirt, see the picture, and the router board coffee cup. Yeah man, you're looking great. You're rocking that red shirt. By the way, the red shirt was my first MikroTik shirt, so we have something in common here. And oh my god, how many cables, but they look organized. The color coding is also helpful in such cases, right? So if you have a color coded setup, send it over. I'm currently very interested in color coding because it seems like a life hack. Oh look, there's a NetPower, I think. Yeah, NetPower 18, and yeah, solid setup. Mixing newer devices with the older ones to achieve your goals. That's the MikroTik way. Oh, here's the list. We have installed two CRS 354s, CRS 328, connected with 10 gigabit multimode to the CRS 354 stack. Then there's a 318 HAP-AC Lite to provide wireless in the office, and the HAP-AC used as a system controller. Very nice. I use Telegram. Oh my god, I said it like Borat. Very nice. My wife. Anyway, I use Telegram for the report, OVPN, a script for the UPS status, and just in dangerous case, I use SSH without password exchange to switch off some equipment and preserve battery. Solid setup, and I see that you have the knowledge and the experience. Way to go. Here's your coupon. Then we have Oleg from Switzerland, and I think it's Switzerland. Yverdon Leban. I should stop trying to pronounce like these things. So sorry if I'm wrong. But look, this is the coolest piece of furniture I have ever seen, at least in the context of networking. The coolest piece of furniture I have ever seen is I saw this lounge chair in the form of a boxing glove. I will show you a picture somewhere here. But this is second best. And it's a coffee table made of old... Is it RB 1100? But yeah, just take a look. And they have a clock also. So, and I see, I think, a lab, a lab in the background. And sort of a Christmas tree made of boards. So that's pretty cool. I wish you wrote some more info about this. But MikroTik furniture. So I thought that the Solid Rack 10 is a nice piece of furniture, kind of, but this is next level. You have an amazing coffee table and a clock on the wall. This is just perfect, so well earned coupon for you. Then we have an email from our dear friend James from the Hawaii Islands, and here's what he says: no power, no internet access, almost non-existent LTE service. Sounds like a terrible commercial for a place, but it looks beautiful. It's gorgeous, so it's well worth it. Client required a high bandwidth to support video staff, press, and to provide Wi-Fi for the guests, because they were encouraged to photograph, stream, social media lives, and so on. Look at this scenery. It is beautiful. And what do we have here? We used MikroTik GPER units to provide bandwidth to the 12 Wi-Fi access points that were placed along the length of the runway in order to provide Wi-Fi. So this is an unusual submission, because I haven't seen a gigabit passive Ethernet repeater in a while. So that's pretty cool to see. For those of you who don't know, GPER allows to extend Ethernet cable by additional hop. I think it's let's not guess, let's take a look at the brochure. So it's up to 200 meters to another GPER unit, and in total you can combine them up to 1.5 kilometers. So that's pretty cool. Thank you, James, for reminding everyone about this cool device, and thank you for being so active. This is, I think it's the third submission from you, right? So here's your coupon. Next up, we have an email from Christophs. Hi, recently I traveled to Madeira Island. Where's Madeira Island? Let me check. Sounds familiar. I know there's this drink called Madeira. It's like, oh yeah, Portugal. Yeah, probably the wine comes from Madeira, right? This very strong, like 70% alcohol. Anyway, look what I spotted in the steepest cable car in Europe. Ashadas the Cruise cable car uses SXTs for point-to-point link with 28% incline. What? Oh, this is crazy. I would not get in this cable car. It looks quite dangerous. But where there's danger, there's excitement when it comes to these tourist attractions, right? So I guess it's a pretty cool experience. So yeah, thank you. And oh, he sent another link. Not my blog, and all credit goes to the owner, but here one guy has his house interconnected with a shed over 60 gigahertz. You never know when you need a gigabit Ethernet in the shed, so always be future-proof, he says. Oh, and there's a whole blog post about installing everything, and it's in Latvian, so you might want to use Google Translate, but I will provide a link. And look, 60 gigahertz in a shed. Nice. Thank you, Christophs. I'm sending you a coupon and this blog post owner a coupon. Next email comes from Paolo. And sorry for I accidentally pronounced it with an sort of Italian accent. This shirt, it just influences me. So I hope this email finds you well. It does. Thank you. I came across your YouTube channel and watched the video showcasing user setups. I would like to share mine. I live in a small town and my only internet option is from a local provider. Recently I bought a HAP Mini to help me monitor my internet connection. I think I have one in my pocket. Oh, HAP Mini. Nice little device, and the most cost-effective device ever, in my opinion. The price is just, you can buy these like candy and use them for all sorts of things, and like monitoring your internet connection. That's great. Since my internet provider blocks PPPoE, the right amount of P's, that's important. PPPoE access to a specific MAC address. I had to open a ticket with the provider to update the MAC for my new MikroTik. To monitor my internet connection and receive notification if it goes offline. This is good. I used the NetWatch tool to ping the IP using ICMP. Didn't we have a microtip about NetWatch? If we did, please link it here, or I will put it in the description for you guys. Anyway, I also set up a webhook using IFTTT and a HTTP post request to receive an email if the internet goes down. So you get notifications and an email, that's nice. I choose not to use the SMTP because I change my password frequently and I didn't want to update the SMTP setting. Here I started laughing because in the office we also have to change passwords frequently, but I do it in the worst manner possible. I have a number of passwords that are almost they're very similar, and I just changed some symbols in it. And there are researches that say that the frequent change of a password in an office environment is actually bringing the security down, because most people are like me. We do not come up with new perfect passwords like every month or so. But this is not like, I'm not trying to roast you. I'm sure you have your reasons to change the passwords. So yeah, there's that, and while it's not perfect, this setup works for me, Paolo says, and that's all that matters, right? So yeah, nice clean setup, and thank you for the story. Here's your coupon. Next, guys, let's take this away and focus on a romantic mood. And when you will see the next picture, you will get me. So the next email is from Stefan Sarafinsky. He says, "Hi Victors, thank you for making your videos. Very entertaining." Thank you. Really, because being entertaining is one of my, I won't say goals, but I really enjoy if I manage to entertain someone. So yeah, you are invited to our living room, where you can enjoy the best Wi-Fi mounted on an IKEA lamp next to a couch. Our house is filled with MikroTik stuff, but this picture shows best how the internet became a very important part of our lives. Look at this lighting, like in our studio, Normans is always looking for the perfect light, but here it is. It is warm, it feels natural. It's just exciting to look at. So thank you for the invitation. I feel very cozy in your room. So we all sit around the Wi-Fi with our iPads instead of around the TV or campfire. That's nice. Our main router is a CCR 1036. Main switch is a CRS 312. Then we have some CRS 326 switches and the CRS 328 PoE switch. For the Wi-Fi we have a lot of CAP-AC, CAP-AC XLs and WAP-ACs. A bit overkill. Yeah, you think? But I'm a MikroTik trainer, so I need to practice my skills. Fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, me and my family thank you and MikroTik very much for very much for your great devices. Keep on making videos. No, my dear friend, we at MikroTik thank you for just being a great guy and inviting us to your living room. So all the best to your family. Have more cozy evenings with the iPads, and send some more of your stuff since you have a serious setup there. So maybe you can send some more stuff. But for now, here's your coupon. Then we have another returning participant. Krzysztof from Poland. Last time you sent us what? There was this pi-hole setup, right? But this time you sent us a funny way to mount rack device. RB 3011 at my desk. There's no other way. And look at this bracket, and this is something I expect to see more, like these MacGyver setups, you know, where you just use what you have to get what you want. So this is great, and guys, I want more of this. I mean, yeah, we all like these perfect, clean, nice, cozy setups, but we also want to see the Mad Max, the MacGyver of networking, the whatever. Just we want to see the creativity as well. So this is great. Thank you so much, and everyone else, look at this, and send us similar stuff as well. But also send us everything, really. Taking a break from like the usual work stuff to take a look at your setups, one of my favorite parts of the day. Next, from Poland, we move to Slovakia, obviously, because I don't know about you guys, but living in Latvia, what my childhood looked like. Every year my class would go on a trip abroad, and the countries they took us to: Lithuania, Estonia, then we went to Poland, and then you just had to go to Slovakia. We saw the Tatry mountains, and they have this very cool hot spring aqua park. Do you say that in English? Anyway, my point is that for me as a Latvian, both Poland and Slovakia, they're like they feel like, not, I won't say home, but yeah, it's always nice to hear something from you guys. So Roman says hello and welcome. First one is our setup after summer cleanup. Summer cleanup? I thought we all do spring cleanup, and then in the summer no cleanup gets done, and then comes fall and you're like, oh, what was I doing all summer? So props to you, respect, gotta keep everything clean. How it was before, you can only imagine. 3 years of spaghetti cross cables. You had me at spaghetti. I'm pretty hungry now. Nowadays it is transporting 1.8 gigabit traffic, so it was necessary to make a little cleanup and make it a little bit appropriate. So let's take a look. This is very clean. I actually cannot imagine how it was before, because if you can achieve this level of cleanliness, tidiness, then I guess you're just having it, right? You have the discipline, you have the knowledge. Again, the stickers, the color coding, it is perfect. I don't believe that there was a mess. And when I went to university, and even before that in school, we always had people who would come to the test, to the exam, and they say, oh my god, I didn't study, and they get like 10 out of 10. And is this a similar case? Are you just telling us that it was a mess, but it was always this perfect? Either way, very nice. Respect. Second one is newly built center point for optical and wireless network in one local village. Now waiting for delivery to upgrade the old 1036 with a new 1016 and 10 gigabit connection. Yeah, it's again a solid rack, not to be confused with the solid rack that we just featured recently. Yeah, looks good. And look, there's another one here. My personal home favorite is dark mode on LEDs at my HAP AC3. Having it next to my TV it is great to be able to switch all the LEDs like that. Yeah, and what is this? Is it like an amplifier below that? Are you into music? Because I'm a little bit into music. I like to listen to a lot of music, but I don't know anything about amplifiers. But I know that my colleague Normans is an expert on this, so I will show him this amp and see what he tells me about you. So again, it feels like we're invited to your home, guys. So thank you for that. I really appreciate this personal touch. So here's your coupon. So that's all the setups we have for today. If you think that I missed your email, it is possible, because as it turns out, it helps if we plan ahead. So when we started this series, it would have been smart to create an email which is something like spotted@MikroTik whatever. Instead, we provided the marketing email, which gets spammed with all sorts of stuff. So in case if I missed your setup, please be so kind and send it again, but I will go through all the emails once more. So if it's not in this video, it will be in the next one. For that I'm very sorry, but it's just me being a bit dumb, as I sometimes do. Anyway, thank you guys for your setups. Like I said, it's exciting to look at, because I get to learn a bit more about how professionals or experienced hobbyists, whatever, how you guys do things. And also I get to relax a bit from making all the marketing materials, and instead come here to the studio, chill out with you a bit. So yeah, that's great, and I want to see more. And don't be intimidated by how perfect some of these setups are. Like I said, I want to see also the DIYs. I want to see all aspects of networking, the perfect ones, the ones that didn't work out as you planned. I want to see your success and your mistakes, because we all make mistakes, and a lot of you guys know more than well, most of you know more than I do, but we all can learn from one another, share the experience. So keep sending, I will keep looking, and we will keep paying. And see you next time.